The long-awaited Chapter 1072 is finally out, be it a really sketchy translation, but nonetheless we finally have something to read. Much to my surprise, we don't get any more information or panel time for Kid and Killer being on Elbaf, but since the content of this chapter was so good, I think I'm able to wait a little bit longer. We start this chapter out by seeing some more revelations on Kuma. First, we see that the PX-0 is still trying everything it can to reach the top of the red line, and most likely head to Mary Joie. Now, we don't really get any more information on why he might be doing this, but I'm still under the assumption that it's somehow connected to the robot that climbed the red line about 200 years ago. The main reason I think this is because the behavior of Kuma is a lot like the robot from back then, and since Vegapunk did study that robot, it's possible that he purposefully or accidentally programmed some of what he learned into Kuma, and in some weird way, Kuma inherited the mission or the will of this robot, whatever that may be. I'm still really confused about that panel, about that information, so I don't have any more theories on that for now, but hopefully we get more information soon so we can piece things together. We then find out that in some way Vegapunk and Kuma still have some form of Kuma's memory, or his existence as a living person. Apparently there has been research in the One Piece world on the souls of people, and based on studies, it is said to be proven that humans do in fact have souls. This is because when people die, they lose 21 grams of mass, and that mass is supposedly the soul. Right now, this information doesn't seem to have a direct correlation to what's going on, because we find out that Kuma used his power to extract his memories as a human and store them in a Pawpaw bubble, similar to what he did with Luffy's pain back in Thriller Bark. It is possible that the translation is messing this up, but it wasn't directly stated that these memories are his soul, or literally just a hard drive for his memories. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kuma was able to use this fruit to extract a soul from someone. Right now, I don't believe that it's his soul just because it doesn't seem like Vegapunk is able to bring him back. And if it was his soul, I think that Vegapunk probably would have been able to put it in another body at the very least. But if it's just his memories and not his actual, person, it would make sense that Vegapunk isn't able to bring him back and just can use his memories as a way to store information that Kuma had, or whatever else they might have planned for it. We then switch over to see most of the Straw Hats watching Zoro and Brook defend the ship against the CP0 agents. This is when it was revealed that just like Lucci, Kaku has awakened as a giraffe zone. Kaku's new form looks exactly how we thought it would look, basing it off of Lucci's design. He has a fiery looking black fur in a lot of places as well, and he also has a flowing black ribbon of fur that looks like Luffy's steam ribbon, which is also something some Japanese deities have in Japanese mythology. So with this reveal, I'm going to assume that this is how most Awakened Zone fruits will look, and any variation will most likely be based on the fruit itself, namely the mythical zones, because they differ greatly from most of the normal animals. So there is a chance that Kaido was awakened, he was most likely awakened. If Kaku was able to awaken, then I'm assuming Kaido did. And aside from not really having the ribbon in his base form or his hybrid form, he did have the kind of furry tail looking thing that is similar to the black fur we see on Lucci and Kaku, but he also did have the ribbon in his full dragon form, even though it was made out of the flame clouds. I do find it weird that after just 2 years of having his fruit, Kaku was able to awaken it, but just because we saw how fast he was picking up on it just after getting it in Eni's lobby, and the fact that it's just a regular zone and there isn't any special things about it, I won't really let it bother me as much as I think it might bother other people, specifically the power scaling community and people who take those things very seriously. We do see Zoro and Kaku continue their clash, but it seems as though Zoro is not even slightly trying. So I'm just going to assume that the CP0 agents just aren't a match for the top 4 Straw Hats, being Luffy, Zoro, Jinbei, and Sanji. At least at this point in the story. Maybe they can give, Lucci can give a fair fight to, Jinbei, Sanji, but I don't think anyone else is, and I definitely don't think they're touching Zoro or Luffy. Zoro being annoyed by Kaku after having to deal with his stretching and slithering fruit similar to Kaido, he lands a good hit on him, but then what happens next really confuses me. And this is where the chapter gets juicy, guys. So if anyone can try to help me understand what is exactly happening here, please let me know in the comments below, because it's a little bit weird because we kind of just cut to something happening. So we see Kaku back on the ground looking rather normal, but then someone says that they should just complete their mission like this. We then see Stussy biting on Kaku's neck, And he's obviously caught off guard by this, and then the next thing we know, Kaku's either knocked out or dead on the floor. The reason this is so surprising to me is because we just cut to it and we don't really see what's happening. And the fact that it looks like Stussy came from inside Kaku or something, which might just be the angle we're seeing, but I'm not really sure. When we switched to it, when I was reading the chapter, it just really confused me. I was like, was Stussy inside of Kaku's neck and controlling him? But then I noticed she was biting him, and I was like, okay, it was probably not, but I don't know why Oda decided to draw the chapter like that, the panel like that. It is then revealed that Stussy seemingly sucked Kaku's blood, as she has blood dripping from her lips, and she now has some bat-like wings on her back. Her title card states that she is a Rocks pirate crewmate and is a clone of Miss Buckingham Stussy, the first successful clone of the mad scientist. Okay, just to get this out of the way, Stussy's a vampire, right? Like she has a vampire devil fruit. My guess is she either has a Hito Hito no Mi mythical model vampire or the Bat Bat fruit mythical model vampire. Some form of mythical fruit and vampire. It is possible that it's just the mythical bat fruit and vampire isn't even mentioned, because we do see stuff like that sometimes, but I'm going to assume vampire is mentioned, if that is indeed what she is. I think it's safe to assume that she is a vampire because, I mean, she has bat wings, she's sucking Kaku's blood. What else could she really be? But anyways, this reveal is actually crazy. So the way I'm seeing it is that Stussy was a person that Vegapunk has had on his side as an ally this whole time. Because from the very beginning, he has had some weird connection to Vegapunk. She has had some weird connection to Vegapunk and the Egghead Island in general. This wouldn't have been too surprising alone, but the fact that she was also a Rocks pirate and is a clone makes it something that I couldn't really have ever predicted. So I'm guessing that this is a clone of the pirate that was on Rox's crew, and not that the clone itself was a part of Rox's crew. But being that it is a clone, she should have all the memories and the same way of thinking as the original. The only thing that may be changed is that Vegapunk forced some sort of way of keeping her controlled, because I doubt Vegapunk would, place his bets on somebody he doesn't have some sort of control over, or somebody that doesn't have some sort of, allegiance to him. Honestly, guys, this Egghead Island arc has been just reveal after reveal after reveal, and it's crazy because it's things like I just couldn't have predicted. It just keeps on being a new surprise, and I've just been enjoying reading One Piece ever since like the end of Wano. I mean, I enjoyed Wano, don't get me wrong, but I mean, the pace and the reveals and just the enjoyment has increased a lot since we've left Wano, just because we were there for so long. But anyway, guys, this is a really rough translation, so I don't want to get too deep into discussing the chapter without, more concrete details and information on this stuff. So I'm probably going to cut the video here. Let me know what you guys thought of the chapter. I enjoyed it. I'm going to read it again when the better translations come out, and then I'll read it again when the official translations come out on Viz. Yeah, guys, let me know if you liked it. Let me know your thoughts, any theories that you might have got from this chapter. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe for more, because I'll be posting as much as possible. Look forward to something big coming soon. A video I'm really excited about, but I won't say too much about it. Anyways, guys, until I talk about this chapter later this week, that's it for now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe like I said before. Later.